Hello, Katie Smith here, your doTERRA wellness educator. Today I'm going to cover taking care of the everyday things in our home, especially when you have small kids. And the first things I'm going to cover is just those aches and pains. I'm going to cover some first aid support and then typical illness support. The number one thing that I remember as a new mom was that I'd take my kiddos to the doctor and they would basically just say, sorry, there's nothing we can do. You just have to wait it out. Lots of snuggles and hugs. And I'm a problem solver. Like, that's not good enough for me. And yes, things can ride it out. But when I realized that I could support their bodies and help make it shorter for them and less painful for them, I was all in. So today we're going to cover aches and pains, first aid, and typical illness support for those sweet babies. All right, this is something that is used all the time in our house, and it is our rescuer roller. From leg cramps to teething pains, headaches, injuries, sore muscles on mom and dad, but this roller is incredible for all of those things. It is going to ease the muscle cramps. It's going to provide some soothing, healing tissues. And anytime my kiddos have a leg cramp, they are reaching for that rescuer and they feel empowered. Okay. So this is part of the kid line, and I'm going to cover some of those other ones, but I'm covering a lot of oils. The next one is just kind of another everyday thing, but tummy aches. And a lot of times what I've learned with kids as I've talked to other moms is sometimes a tummy ache comes from anxiousness, feeling nervous about something. A lot of the kids, when they were, getting ready for school, they're feeling kind of like their tummy hurts, right? So we do a combination of steady or the adaptive roller. It kind of just depends on what they're feeling. And I'll oftentimes just offer it to my kids and I'll just say, hey, take a smell. What do you think? And they'll be like, eh. And then I'll offer them something else. And it's whatever their body needs. And kids are super in tune. But I also will have them rub Digestion or Tamer, which is from the kid line. And we just rub it right around the belly button. They get a nice little massage from mom. And just that sense of touch helps them feel more connected and cared for, okay? The next I want to talk about some first aid, all right? So first and foremost, burns. Burns are something that happen, cuts and scrapes happen, and so some of our favorites include lavender. Lavender is very soothing to the skin. It's often called the Swiss Army knife of oils. And if you have any scrapes, it's going to help with that too. But oftentimes, owies are just emotional. So lavender really helps bring the nerves down from the tears, all those things. The next thing is Helichrysum Touch. This is incredible for bumps and bruises. It is going to help heal the tissue naturally. It brings, my baby is in that age where he's constantly hitting his head. And so we'll apply this on his head, and a bruise that really should have lingered and would have lingered before using this oil consistently is gone in 2 or 3 days. Incredible. And then you've got tea tree. And so tea tree is also one for bumps and bruises and scrapes. So that's another really great one. I want to talk a little bit about illnesses now. And these are things, again, that I, of course, will always take my kiddos to the doctor if they need it. But if I can jump on something get ahead of it with my oils, I can often see it shorten, and it never gets to the point where we need to go to the doctor. So first is like teething or a cold that could lead to an ear infection. So when they start to show those first signs, I'm taking tea tree, can't see that, tea tree, and I'm rubbing it behind their ears. I'm also layering on lavender right behind their ears. I'm taking a drop of Breathe, and I am putting it on my palms, and then I'm holding it on their chest, and then it emanates for them. So they're getting that natural diffuser. It's opening up the airways. If you don't have Breathe on hand, peppermint can help too, but this can be kind of intense for kids. So maybe diluting it with some lotion will be beneficial. And last but not least is just supporting their immune system naturally. So I have Stronger from the Kid line or On Guard. Both are incredibly effective. Stronger has a little bit of a milder smell. It's more sweet. It's got more rose in there. But rolling it up and down their spine, on their bellies, on the bottom of their feet on a daily basis. The key to essential oil support is consistency. And so don't just use it when they're already sick. Use it and try and get ahead of it. So I hope you found that beneficial and that you feel empowered to help your kiddos the next time something happens to them.